Hi everybody, it's Edie. I want to show y'all what I've been doing. I have a 1912 farmhouse that was originally out in the Flower Bluff area of Texas, and it was moved, I believe, in the 40s sometimes to Banquetti, and then in 2016 I bought it and had it moved to Blunzer. I've got one room finished. You're going to see a couple of air conditioners in here. They're going to be gone. But I want to kind of show you my setup. So, of course, here's my drafting table. I've had this table a long time. It was a Christmas present from my husband. Just thrilled me to death. It was the right size for what I needed. But as everybody knows, it's too small now. Um, I have Melvin in the corner. He was the first mannequin that I ever got. Um, and I named him after the guy that sold him to me because he really didn't want to sell it, but I think he had a thing going for my mom, so he went ahead and sold it. This is the last mannequin I bought, and I just love her. Her name is Joy Joy. Happy, happy Joy Joy, because of Mike Ross. He's the one that named her, so that's what her name is. I have my um, award for coming in first place on an art contest back in 2016, the same year I bought the house. I have my hands so that I can use them for study. Um, an old camera, pictures of my mom and dad and my nieces and my kids, of me, my best friend who passed away a long time ago, 17 years ago, my brother. In this bookshelf, um, I have, of course, books, but these four right here are actually drawings that my students did when I was teaching in San Antonio. And of course, I have my books from Florence in here. Um, I have my CDs and VHS. Look at that. A couple of more books. The rest of my CDs. My, believe it or not, my high school diploma, and a tractor and a toy down there for Flapjack when he comes and visits me. This is the window. I'm still working on it. I want to go all the way up with this old fencing wood. I want to go all the way up to the ceiling and then go all the way down to the floor. And I want to do that on every window. I don't want to cover the walls. I just want to do something a little different. Um, we have my easel, of course. And this container, this big shelf thing, was given to me by my youngest daughter, which thrilled me to death because I've already got it packed. Um, Let me move this. So this one is just for miscellaneous. Um, a jar full of jewelry. My dictionaries. I collect dictionaries. The older, the better. The bigger, the fatter, the better. I love it. I've got just an empty container, and then that one's down there is empty. That one down there has burlap in it. That one right there has just a modge podge of different items. These are my pencils. I have Faber Castell, I think that's how you pronounce it. Prisma, and I have metallics, and I also have uh, uh, chalk pastel pencils in there. These are my bonding agents. Little decorative thing, little decorative thing. The eyes have it. Um, these right here, if you're not familiar with them, they are called um, what are they called? Devil thorns. I think it's what they're called. And if you look, that's where the seed is already popped out and already planted in another area. Um, they hobble horses and cattle. If it gets on their around their ankle, it will actually hobble them. Of course, I got my Bob Ross. I've got some empty jugs. Another thing, this one's empty. These right here is just eyeballs and glitter. This is another. This has all my stamps and that kind of stuff. That's just an empty box. Um, I have more stuff that I need to bring, but I haven't yet. Um, these right here are my small portion of my McDonald's toys and stuff, and I do not eat at McDonald's at all. Never have. Don't even take the grandkids unless I'm forced to. But that's where those are. And then, of course, I have my beautiful palm trees. Those were given to me by the boxes. Over here, we have a picture, black and white. It's really cool. I actually have a pair. Those were given to me by my beautiful sister-in-law, Audrey. This right here is desert driftwood. And my mom collected a bunch of them, and I got two of them. This is one of them. Another picture, some chairs, my straight edges. I got a big boy. This is where we're going to hook up the DVDs and all that kind of stuff. We're going to hook it up to this TV. I don't need anything fancy. I just need noise. This little table right here, this lid actually flips up. It was an old sewing table, and I'm actually going to cut out the inside of it, make a small box, and put some lights in it in the box, and then put frosted glass over the top. And I'm going to use that for a tracing light. There's my pegboard. Everybody makes fun of me because, yes, it's crooked, and I don't care. These are my stencils that I use periodically. This is a small portion of my inks right here. There's my nibs, and then the rest of them are inks. Um, I mean, y'all can see what's on there. It's nothing fancy. That right there is my favorite mannequin. She is awesome. I do use them as models so that I can, keep up with my drawing skills and stuff. This right here is my ink cabinet. Um, I have some of the oldest inks I've been able to find. Script, and this one, I think, yeah, this one still has some in it, and this one right here still has some in it. Then I have all the old boxes and everything. The Schaefer's, these are all full of inks. Um, I have my quill pens over here, and then I have my glass pen right here that Lisa got me. Lisa's my daughter. These are going to be used for shelving. This right here is a box of charcoal. You don't need anything in that. You don't need to know what's in there. This right here, in case y'all haven't heard me yell and scream and holler and everything, is my pride and joy. Not even joking. I've been looking for 30 years to find a set of flat files. And they're always like 200 all the way up. They ask a ridiculous amount of money for them, but they're worth it. I mean, they really are. I'm just cheap. And so I was looking on Facebook Market year before last, and I looked and I said, no, that can't be. And he wanted $110 for everything that was on the list. And so I sent him a text and I said, how much do you want for the flat files? And he said, the toolbox? And I said, yes, sir, the toolbox. How much do you want for the toolbox? He said, 30. I said, done. I'll be there tomorrow. Can you meet me halfway? And he said, yep. So he drives up and he's got it in the back of his pickup. And of course, I'm just about beside myself because $30, seriously. And he looked at me and he said, it ain't going to fit. And I looked at him and I said, son, you and I both know we're rednecks through and through. We'll figure out a way. When we slid it in, and it slid in beautifully, it had an inch on both sides. It fit perfectly in my car. I cannot even tell you how beautiful that fit. So it was meant to be. I never did tell him that it was. He saved me a lot of money. Now and if y'all been following me a little bit, y'all know that I put a top on here so that my uh, files would not get corrupted. But oh God, you talk about one very excited, happy old lady. You are listening to her right now. The thing that it's on, see my foot, is actually a pallet that a friend of mine and I found in Corpus Christi, and it fit in the back of my car too. I have a Dodge Journey, so come on. And excuse me, it already had the top to it, so I didn't even have to add that. I just added the sides, and I knew when I saw it, it was going to be perfect for the flat files, and it's perfect. It lifts them up a little bit off the floor, so I don't have to worry about that. And then down on the bottom, which is another thing I'm very proud of. I don't know if you can see them or not. Those casters right there are Art Nouveau. I got them off the side of the road, off of an old dresser. The dresser was shot. It was nothing left to it. So I took the casters. They're gorgeous and it works beautifully with this. It I can move it anywhere I want to. Just give it a little push and it goes. I have my compressor there. It's a pancake press compressor from Harbor Freights that was given to me also from Carl, my hubby. And this rug I found at Goodwill. It was awesome. It was $10. I was thrilled. I couldn't tell you how excited I was. I brought it home. I washed it and dried it, and it works great. The chairs that you see, I have three of them. I am going to reupholster them. I'm not a big fan of cloth material. I like something that's going to make me sticky and sweat and feel nasty the whole time I'm using it. But I have three of them, so I've got one there, one right there. Sorry, and then one right there. I have my other mannequin right here. Of course, I got her all decked out for Easter. And again, I use them for modeling. This painting right here was from by my cousin Evelyn, and Evelyn Long. She passed away several years ago, and her husband was going through her stuff, and I just happened to call at that moment, and he was telling me what he was doing, and I said she was working on a painting, and I was helping her with it. If you don't want it, I would love to have it. And it was in the mail the next morning. I got it 3 days later, and I am just thrilled to death to have it because she was my favorite cousin. I absolutely adored that woman, and I hope y'all have a cousin like that. Next to them, I have a drawing that I actually did in a history class because I was bored, and the professor said, "I'll give you an A for the class if you'll let me have that." And I said, "No, no." So I kept it. Everybody has one of these, and I do too. I'm going to be going through them and cleaning them out. They've got the bottom two drawers have my pastels in them. My watercolors are in the top three drawers, and then I just have tools and extra pens and that kind of stuff in there. That's pretty much all I have. Um, this pink chest belonged to my mom, and after she passed away, I brought it home and found all the Christmas houses that I had bought her throughout the years. So that thing is completely full of Christmas houses. And then, of course, my college trunk. Um, I you keep you. It's funny what you keep, isn't it? But that's what I've got over there. And then I'm gonna turn you around this way. And this painting, my youngest daughter painted, and I'm just thrilled to death with it. I love it. Um, she had it hanging up in her house for quite a while, and then she decided she didn't want it anymore. And I asked her if I could have it. She said yes. Okay, so these are some of my art books, not all of them, just a few of them. Um, I am a collector of art books. I love them. I read them. I use them for references. My favorite one is this one right here. It's Gardner's Art Through the Ages. Um, I love my women in arts books, and my dollies were given to me by my brother. I mean, but my favorite surrealist artist happens to be Max Ernst and Leonora Carrington. You should look them up. They're awesome. My favorite all-time artist is Artemisia Giselli, and she's another one y'all should look up and get some history on. Amazing life. This right here is called an extrusion, and it's done in clay, and my mom did this. And I've got my roses in there that students gave me. And then this right here is a flat face that I did. He's a little three-dimensional, not quite a whole lot, but a little bit. And that's about it. I don't see anything else that needs to be talked about. I have another room in here that I'm going to be working on later. This house is 1,300 square feet. This room has two closets, one on this side and one on that side, and there's a hallway behind that toolbox. Um, this is going to be my painting room, and it's got three windows in it. It's fairly large. It's a large room. And then I have this cabinet that my youngest daughter gave me. She got it from J.C. Penney's, and no, she got it from her next door neighbor who used to work at J.C. Penney's, I think. And so I'm using that for my tools, my loose tools, and that kind of stuff, art supplies. Um, but that's for my loose tools. Um, I've got shirts up in the top drawer. I've got wood in here. I've got chairs in here. Um, I've got a dog cage in here. You name it, I got it. But and that's my other pegboard that I hung up. Oops, there it went. There's my other pegboard that I hung up. That one's level. So yeah, um, I will be showing y'all my porch in the next couple of weeks. I'm going to be working on it and get it up so that it looks okay. Hold on, I'm going to turn you around. I hope you got me. I don't know. But I'm really happy with this. It's been a long time. It's been a lot of work. The main thing I had to wait on was how to get electrical in here. And I don't know if you can hear a drumming noise. That's actually a generator that my husband bought me several years ago. And that's how I get electricity into this particular building. I don't keep all the lights on, just the rooms I'm needing, because I don't want to, cause any problems. But yeah, so as I go through each room and get it finished, I will show y'all what I did. Y'all be good. If you like what you've seen, like, subscribe, and ring that little bell. If you have any questions, ask me because I don't mind answering them. Um, I'm gonna hang up now, and y'all have a blessed evening, and God bless. Bye, y'all.